TIFU by rebooting in combat mode when I woke up from anesthesia. Didn't happen today, more like 14 years ago. Feels like a fever dream now. Fever nightmare. Anyways, another recently posted story here reminded me of the first time I ever lost my ever-loving mind. I got my wisdom teeth out when I was 18. It took an inordinate amount of anesthesia to get me under. I've been called, affectionately, mind you, a hummingbird on crack in terms of both energy levels and metabolism, so I think it probably has something to do with that. At least that's what I've always chalked it up to. So how much anesthesia can a small teen girl possibly need? They had my mom sign some more forms, sent the CRNA home, called an actual anesthesiologist in, and I paid more money. Woo. When I woke up, it was clear to me that I had been the victim of bodily theft. They had stolen my teeth. At least, that's the closest I can guess as to what I might have been thinking. Apparently I quickly and quietly pulled all of the gauze and packing out of my mouth, and then tried to sneak out but was caught. Let me tell you, I put up one hell of a fight. Remember that small dinosaur from Jurassic Park that flares his frills and sprays all that black gunk? At one point I channeled that lil guy's spirit and spit blood into the face of an assistant. Like in her eyes, and I think some of it got in her mouth. Eventually my mother, Akerna, ironically, got me into her car where I proceeded to shriek and wail that I was being kidnapped and tried to jump out of the car the whole way home. Well, sort of. She drove to an Olive Garden because I refused to go back to any house with her, so she just drove circles around the parking lot until I passed out and then went inside for a glass of wine. Well deserved, Ma. I don't do well with anesthesia, I guess. But back to that poor assistant. I felt so bad. I've never done anything like that in my life. I had to submit a blood test and then I took her flowers and a gift card. She had a black eye. Apparently I also head-butted her. I just never came back and figured that was the best gift I could give her. TLDR, I woke up in combat mode and tried to take out a dental assistant using biological warfare. Edit, I do not have red hair. For those that do have red hair, cue the late 90s war on drugs commercial scary voice. This could happen to you. But seriously, redheads are known to have more adverse reactions to anesthesia than other people. People with red hair should be aware of this when going into surgery.